J'étais quand j'étais la nishi au Gobason. J'étais la nishi Nicoya de Kitchengores. Namtok 10 Ransona, de Namtok 10 Ransona, j'étais un single mares. Namtok Nani Shabby Catelayon, Namtok say the Carson at the court, and Masun Namjin Namshen Carson, Namtok Churwa. Lorwa Chigimara, Lorwa Senacoson, Lorwa, Tendic Yimba, Tendisamota, Tendimunzentia, the Himalas. Namto Sherry Capella, Namto Sherry Capella, Namto said the Croton, Nambacare, Chivatat and Hongrava, Remare. Nambate Chivatat and Hongres. In the Namto Rock, Jingo Nissan Tantava, Aposon. 동보 때니까스나 찌마뇨가 동보 찌마다 코 발등 가가야 요마래 가가마와 동보 찌하면은 발등 가가마와 아니 타마 때니까스나 동보 찌하면은 발등 니야 요마스 타마 가봐 요마스 또나 그런 그 주니 랑쟁 문이데 쟁강이 숨당 자지 임바가 된저게 때니까스나 동보 시작받아서 먼저 줘거랬어 우리 비샤받아 먼저 줘 Jingang not trying, but Nishide, Yosan, not to shut some, or not to say the Jingang is not try, Junior Tombaning Garajin, Sunday, then the lot of chobating youngers. No touch of us now, so, Senna, no touch about no touch of batting, only got the Decora Jeres, the Jetel and Jerayomers. Jetela. The Jetel and Jerayomers, the not to Garajin and not talk to Nimatin, not to Kazisha, the Jetel Meba, Jitunian Jingang is sometimes traffic, Jitunian Tombanin. 민간 그 남도 직장이 요마스. 그래서 남도 상황을 되게 제대 요랬어. 근데 이제 뜬다고 제대 무슨 소화에나 그 랑조다 차로 그랬어. 랑조다서는 제도 비조라서 뜬다랬어.
So when we're talking about the nature of the ground, what's really important here is for us to have certainty in the nature of ground. For example, as soon as we start to follow after thoughts, then in that moment or in that instance, we don't have any recognition of the ground. We don't have any recognition in the presence of the ground there. And usually, when thoughts arise, we usually think of these thoughts, okay, this thought is something that's temporary, it's impermanent, it comes and it goes. However, here it's not like that. Because when we talk about thoughts arising and ceasing and so forth, that's just how thoughts appear. That's just the appearance of the thoughts. But actually, the thoughts themselves are free from any kind of arising, any kind of abiding, or any kind of cessation. And so when we come to understand that they're free from these three aspects, well, if at first there's no arising of the thought, and then in between there's no abiding or remaining of the thought, then at the end there's no cessation of the thought either. So first, this is what we need to understand. We need to know this. This kind of understanding is a foundation for the rest. This kind of certainty is a preliminary aspect. So first we need to have certainty in the nature of the ground, that the nature of the ground is free from these three aspects, that it's the nature of the dharmata and so forth. So this is something that we need to ascertain. We need to understand that the nature of the ground itself is something that is unchanging. And then, in one day, for example, however many thoughts arise, it doesn't matter because all of them have the nature of the ground. They all possess the nature of the ground. So this is what we need to recognize, and then this becomes self-liberated.
Yes. Yes. 남도 그런 샤르진비 같은 나와데 남도 샤르바데 나와라서 그래서 나와데 록스 동바메 봐. 나와 그런 동반이 많이 시대고 그랬어. 남도 그런 샤르바데랑 와서 남제 나와 샤르바데 가르스나데 돈이 말해서 동바세데 되게 록지가 내가 가가 상방을 봐. 근데 다지 말했어. 나와 가르 샤르바데 남도 가르 샤르바데 그런 나와랬어. 나와 그런 데 동바이 봐. 근데 돈이 그런 데 나와야 봐. 네가 남도 이와면 봐야 봐. 근데 왜 아니 그래서 있는데 가서 우리가 시에게 동반이 왔대.
So yes, it's exactly what you said when we're talking about the nature of thoughts, the nature of the ground. That is emptiness itself. However, we have to understand something here, that when the thoughts arise, the arising of the thoughts themselves is just an appearance. And the appearance itself, the appearance of those thoughts themselves is emptiness. That appearance aspect is emptiness itself. It's not like there's some other kind of emptiness apart from the appearance of these thoughts. So normally we think, okay, there's the appearance of the thoughts, and then there's some kind of emptiness somewhere else. But that's not what the case is here. It's just as it's said in the Madhyamaka tradition, this indivisibility of appearance and emptiness. So it's the same as that. And so this is what we should understand. Ini shigi tongpanigi rangshin rawala. Ini shigi tongpanigi rangshin tang shigi kataki rangshin gi jawa kandre inas.
가닥
Kata. Shigi kata.
이제 가닥 때문에 동반이 다 지당 고갈렌다 지그랬어. 근데 다 의미가 갑텔라 의미가 갑라 되니 담보 제와가 딱 봐라. 리파기 제와가 딱. 근데 니바당 각파메 제가 nesum다 차가 동반이라 되는데 따라 되버렸어. 근데 저거 전부 갑다 지기나 되니 추탐치 이해니 나바 딱 봐야 봐. 추탐치 간에 딱 봐. 간이 딱 봐서가 가닥 동반이 했어 그랬어. 나 찍발했어. 가닥 동반이. 간이 딱 봐다. 되니 의미가 없는 셰베기 때니 돈이 땅더니 조바 친구신에 가닥니 같더니 가서 나더니 강습을 했더니 너다 찍받아 되 그랬어. 너다 찍받았어. 그랬더니 돈이 또健康에서 돈이 인비 출마게 健康에서 전능 되고 뭐그 健康에서 제가 여러 봐. 전능 그 健康에서인데 딱 소마이나 그래. 전능 알아서 그 健康에서인데 딱 봐이나 가닥을 했어. 그래서
이 영어나 하고
전능 무슨 전능을 하더니 健康에서인데 남겨요 그랬어. 근데 그 전능 그 健康에서 됐더니 되게 ram신데 가서 健康에서인데 저와래 삼네 또네 네 들고 그 健康에서인데 준비가 들어와대 딱 소마이나 健康에서인데 준비가 하고서 지와다던 선바 니바 각바다던 선바 健康에서인데 준비가 선바도 딱 소마이나 딱 선아 하고서 비워 딱 소마이나 니 딱 소마이나 되었더니 때 가닥세 그랬어. 근데 이제 다서든 이제 가닥 동반이 있어서 되네 집안에서 가닥이 있나 더니 가서도 뭐 가닥다 찾더니 동반이 생겨 그랬어. 집안에서
Ini nam juga di Suzuki Tuna wa tatu berwa. Di mana singa ini ya? Ini ngazu
Tuna 그 지승장이 등어서 되니까서 마다바다던 생겨요. 남겨요. 마다와 지와다던 니바다더와 健康에서다던 남겨요. 다가 나왔더니 대다 덴버 생겨요. 있나요? 도서 탐짓더니 출발이 바하고니 된 전바 매바 착송나 健康에서 전바도 심바도 딱 송아이나 전바도 딱 송아이나 네 가다 찾아했어. 가다 소리가
다섯 개.
다섯.
So, when we talk about the empty nature of the ground or the primordial purity of the ground, there are some different ways that we can understand this here. If we understand it according to the middle way tradition, the Madhyamaka tradition, first we analyze these three aspects of arising, abiding, and cessation, and then we come to a conclusion based on that of the empty aspect. In the context of Dzogchen practice, we talk about the primordial purity of all phenomena, how things are pure from the very beginning. But when we talk about these two traditions, one talking about emptiness and one talking about primordial purity, these two things are actually the same meaning. So for example, normally when we talk about the deluded or confused appearances of ordinary beings, we think that this is something that's separate from the pure realms, and we have a strong grasping onto these appearances. We take these appearances to be true, we take them to be things that are impure, and we follow after these appearances. However, if we understand the nature of these things being emptiness and primordial purity, and then we don't grasp from that, then the purity of that recognition is emptiness, is primordial purity, which is the essence. And these two things are the same.